people want to solve African problem from their own perspective, from their own lenses, without understanding how we even manage to get electricity, how we manage to get the internet. So we want them to understand us, not us trying to prove a point and try to convince them, please, no. We don't need to beg.
Please, can you kindly tell us why you host muAccra here? You partner with muAccra to organize this program here in Accra.
Well, basically, so in the last 12 months, I've had the privilege to be in some rooms where real conversations were happening and realizing that Africa, naturally, we are communal people, but hardly able to see in real life experiences like you see in Denver, you see in Istanbul, you see in places like Montenegro and other places. I figured out the only way out for us to really begin to play significant role in the blockchain space beyond going hackathons, beyond getting airdrops, was to kind of have global events, especially when we cannot even get visitors to attend things like DevConnect, even when we have Ethereum scholarship from the EF, then it's just suffice and makes sense to find partners and allies who believe in the African ecosystem and say, we will bring similar experiences that we've done in Argentina, in Thailand, to Africa. And boom, that's how this whole move idea became. And it was just a conversation in Istanbul with these guys. And we're like, okay, let's do it. So it's been a 6 months planning, ideation, thinking about it, looking at different options. And Ghana was selected, Accra to be specific. And the goal was to find all communities across the continent doing amazing work that were not known by the global communities. How do we unlock this community for the entire blockchain space to know that, oh, we are not just talking, but we're actually doing. And that's what brought about 19 plus communities across the continent, from Uganda, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, with this more team from China trying to kind of coordinate and have a front for the collective. Because for me, I'm not reading from book. It's from experience. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of good things in the space. I've seen a lot of inhuman activities also going on. I've seen a vibe that shows that we actually don't care about Africa. And so when you see this thing, the only thing you tell yourself is that we need to do something about it. And so Mo is that anger, that joy, that love to say, no problem, we'll do something about it and bring our people together, to co-live together, to co-create together, and share different experience, share culture, and be able to know that there's power in coming together to think about something and use this opportunity to build something that will go a long way more than just Mo. So that's how Mo came, and I'm happy today to have amazing young people all over the continent staying here for 2 weeks. And I think the experience will go down the lane as a memorable part of our journey individually and as a collective.
So would you say your goal has been achieved so far from how far the event has?
Well, it's not a personal goal. So our goal has been achieved as a continent, trying to unlock the value of the continent and trying to amplify. Because it's not enough to be on a global stage like Zuzalu or DevConnect on a consensus platform, hyperlink, and talk about the African story and share the African perspective. People don't get it until you actually do an action. So one of the things that made it possible, because it's a journey, was last year, Aya inviting somebody from Optimism, spend our own resources for accommodation, for visa, to make sure that she comes and understand Africa the way we are. Because people want to solve African problem from their own perspective, from their own lenses, without understanding how we even manage to get electricity, how we manage to get the internet. So we want them to understand us, not us trying to prove a point and try to convince them, please, no. We don't need to beg. So the goal was to how do we intentionally get our friends from the global north to understand us. So one of the things that we did was to invite somebody from Optimism. And the result was that more than 7 projects in Africa got retro PGF grants last year. That's one of the actions. The second action was that it's also opened up the space for people to not pay attention to African communities. And the result, you can today we have Oli Das working with AyaHQ from Kaduna and Web3 Bridge, Web3 clubs in Nairobi, of course, Aya community here trying to build an army of Web3 enthusiasts in Ghana. This is a coordinated action, and it cannot be said to be one person achieving a goal. The goal is that, yes, the entire community, the collective, have achieved something that has never been done in Africa before, bringing communities together, to stay together, to learn together, to share experience together, and to share knowledge and impart, learning from the best to the least. That is a goal that I am fulfilled, I'm happy about, and I believe everybody will have their own version of the experience that they've had in the last 10 days in Accra here.
So what do we tell people who are not here or who are going to take part of this event?
Well, we hope that everybody will be here, but of course, it's not possible in practice. But I will say that there was a JOMO. So what is JOMO? JOMO is joy of missing out, and there was a FOMO. There was also fear of missing out. And we saw it during the last 2 days before we started. We realized, people are saying, I'm coming. So guys, sorry, it's oversubscribed. Oh, so initially people felt like it was not going to be possible. But I'll say that if you didn't come, you missed an opportunity to coordinate with other people. But when you come together, crazy thing happens. The greatest thing that has happened in the world or been built didn't happen because people were so serious about it. It happened because people were having conversation, normal random conversation with other people. And that's what we have achieved here. And I'm happy to see that the hackathon is going to have one of the best projects that will be built in the next 3 days here in muAccra. And so the world should wait to see amazing work, brain work of these amazing builders across the continent.